Hello everyone, Flashy username, back again with some more trading card game content, and let me tell you what a drama-filled week it has been, not just in the real world, but with the Twitter meltdown going on and the World Cup meltdown going on in Qatar. We're talking about the meltdown going on in the trading card game world. First things first, what happened at the beginning of the week is BOFA decided to downgrade Hasbro's ratings by 2 whole grades. What's BOFA? BOFA D's. It's Bank of America. Bank of America downgrading Hasbro is really bad sign for investors, but it really doesn't have any impact on the health of Magic the Gathering. In fact, Hasbro decided to flex its might in response to Bank of America's downgrade and put wild cards on sale on Arena for $10 for 4 rares or $20 for 4 mythics. People say that's an astronomical price, but if you do the math, if you crack in packs to find the mythic that you want, it's about $10 a wild card, so that's an amazing savings. It's 4 for the price of what's about 1. So I bit the hook. I took the bait. I took Hasbro's bait, and I bought a lot of wild cards, and I built the deck on Arena, and oh my goodness, it's so much fun. But you know what's going on else this week in the trading card game world? We have DreamHack going on, DreamHack's going on, and I heard that there was actually disqualification for using foil magic cards. That's actually one of the oldest cheats in the book if you guys are familiar with the competitive scene, so we're not going to get too much in on that. But you're not going to have to worry about any disqualifications or any marked cards in today's video because we're playing on Arena. Today's deck, we're going to be playing black-red mid-range. We are trying the Phyrexian Flesh Scourger in our main board. If that doesn't mean anything to you, then don't worry about it. We're going to be playing spells, we're going to be playing creatures, and at the end of the video, you're going to learn the lesson that we always try to teach on this channel is to never press that concede button, no matter how bleak the game looks, because you can always pull it out. And as one final reminder, in light of the recent FTX crash, that your digital assets can never go to zero if they were never worth anything to begin with. Sign up for Magic Arena today. And we found an opponent. They've got a Chandra icon, and you know what? Mono Red is a very popular deck in this format, so I would not be super surprised if that's what they were playing. We've got a pretty good 7-card hand, it looks like, especially if we're going up against Mono Red. Fatal Push is probably going to do a lot of work. But we're going to start it off on a Haunted Ridge. There's not really any 1-drop that we want to kill from the Mono Red deck if they're on the Mono Red deck. There's not really one 1-drop we want to kill in the format to begin with. So starting off on Haunted Ridge is pretty good. We can start off on Den of the Bugbear. We might be taking damage of Sulphurous Springs if we do that. But yeah, let's see what our opponent decides to do. It looks like they're deciding to keep their hand, taking a little bit of time here. It might put them on a combo deck, maybe Abzan, Greasefang, or something else. They did not reveal a companion, so that does mean that they're most likely not on Black-Red Sacrifice. They might be. They could be playing Meathook Massacre. But it also means that they're probably not on, they're definitely not on Fires of Invention, which is a control deck, so they're not on that. What other companions are in this format? There could be on Obosh Burn, but there's no Obosh, but that really is pretty niche and not something that I'd be too worried about. So I'm not too certain what our opponent's taking their time to think about, but it definitely feels like they're leaning towards either a burn or a combo deck. It's most likely not Red-White Prowess, because Red-White Prowess does play the Giganta as their companion. But let's see what our opponent's got. They're taking their sweet time. Maybe we're going to get a free win here for our opponent just timing out because they did not make their decision to keep in time. Not typically the way that I like to win my games, so we'll take any wins that we can get. We're going to go ahead and start off on a Haunted Ridge. Go ahead. Den of the Bugbear might also be a correct choice to start off on because you can then go, oh, looks Plains. Plains doesn't really tell me too much because Plains can really be anything. Most likely humans is what I'm putting it on. So let's see what they get. Red, maybe it is Heroic. It is Heroic. Okay, I did not expect Heroic. So we'll get rid of that Eliminator Virtuoso. We'll follow it up with, a Thoughtseize is actually pretty great. We'll go ahead and play this on black, because we're going to go ahead and Thoughtseize and then knock him with the Kroxa. Okay, so it looks like they got another Illuminator Virtuoso and a Legionnaire. They've got 1 protection spell and a lot of aggro. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of this Virtuoso. And we'll go ahead and let them put a Homestead Courage in their graveyard pile. I think it's sort of half of a spell, basically. If they choose Homestead Courage, which they better. Yeah, okay. They got their Homestead Courage. Next turn, we're probably going to Shield Rid. This 10th District Legionnaire is pretty terrifying. But a lot of their spells do draw cards. Oh my goodness, if we draw a removal spell right now, that'd be OP, because they cannot protect it. They cannot protect their card. Oh, we did not draw removal. We did not draw removal, but that's fine. We're going to actually go ahead and Graveyard Trespasser right now because we want to exile the Homestead Courage. So get this Homestead Courage out of here. We'll make sure there's one less +1 counter for them to get. So they've got a little bit of damage in their hand, but nothing quite lethal yet. If they choose to attack, we're not going to block because they can do some funny stuff. Ancestral Anger is a thing that they can do. Okay, they put it on top, draw the card. So they probably got a lot of aggro going on right now. They should definitely leave some mana up because they want a God's Willing. Yep, you got a big guy. You got a big guy right now. What you going to do with it? 6/4. He's not indestructible though, is he? Yeah, you're not indestructible. So if I don't want to draw a removal spell quite yet. I mean, I do want to draw a removal spell. But it's not going to be the most practical thing right now. So let's go ahead. We got a Haunted Ridge now, so we'll go ahead and drop our Shieldred. Shieldred the Apocalypse coming out, saying hello, making sure that all your card draw is more painful than it needs to be. And will we get in for attackers with this? Do you have any creatures in there? You do have a creature in there, so we'll go ahead and get in for an attacker with our Graveyard Trespasser. We'd like to draw a card. We'll take out this Virtuoso. We'd like to gain some life, I mean. So this looks a little bit rough for us, to be honest. We really don't have any kind of sources of card advantage besides this Castle Lochwain here. We're definitely going to trade this Shieldred for this 10th District Legionnaire. This might be their only creature. Actually, they can give it protection from black right now, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see how that goes. They've got 4 cards in hand. They might be able to do quite a bit of damage. I don't think they got quite 10 points of burn in their hand yet. So let's see how things go. Reckless Rage is not the card I would have chosen. Discard a card. Go ahead. What do you got to discard? What do you have to discard? Okay, they discarded another creature. Sure. Let's see if they decide to tap out. That'd be pretty cool if they do. Because we can actually get them if they decide not the God's Willing. Okay, no, they're just getting in for 5. We'll take the 5 here. No blocks, thank you very much. I don't think they've got quite enough damage to pump us up yet. So yeah, we're down to 6. We're actually down to 8, because we're going to go ahead and draw a card right now. Gain 2 life. Thank you very much. Let's see how many cards we got here. Not enough to play a Kroxa. Not enough to play a Kroxa. So we got Sulphurous Springs. So what we're going to do is we're going to not block. I mean, we're going to not attack. We're going to leave these back as blockers, and we're going to animate this down to the Bugbear when they go to attacks, so they might give this protection from red with their God's Willing. And if they choose their protection from red with God's Willing, then we'll go ahead and block with Shieldred. Let's see if they give pro red, because we'll trade the Shieldred. +1/+0 and draw a card. Sure, that resolves. Okay, we'll go to blockers, and we'll just go ahead and jump block. They might give it protection right now, but that seems a little bit late, to be honest. Sure, they're just going to let us go ahead and burn this. Sure, a Monastery Swiftspear. Ooh, it looks like we played a little bit wrong this game. We'll go ahead and Kroxa, get a card out of their hand. Homestead Courage. That is absolutely disgusting. Yeah, so if we tapped the Den of the Bugbear for mana, we would have been able to use a Braid on 10th District Legionnaire, and that would have forced them to use the God's Willing. We can still force God's Willing now. Has to attackers. Sure. We need to block this 6/6. We don't actually have a choice. Probably going to give it protection from black. So now we need to abrade, and we lose. Oh, we don't lose, looks like. 9, never mind, we lose. Oh no, we win. We don't lose. Yeah, that's great. We might actually just win here. Great. Well, that's unexpected. I didn't think... Okay, I think our opponent might actually concede at this point. If they don't have any creatures, they're kind of out of luck. Favorite hot plate. Sure, you got a hot plate. You can have your hot plate all day want. Well, sure, you got it. Homestead Courage. Okay, you got it. It doesn't gain haste, though. Kalitas, Trader of Get. I love it. We'll play out Kalitas, and we won't attack. We're a little bit scared of Reckless Rage right now. So let's see what our opponent's got. Yeah, this is great. Even if they have protection, we can still get in with that. I'm feeling like Reckless Rage is coming. Yeah, Reckless Rage. See, this is why we didn't do the thing, because now we gotta stay alive from Reckless Rage. We need a chump block with this Bone Crusher Giant. 1 blocker. They don't have trample. If we draw a removal spell, we're like in the money. Another hot plate. Sure. Another hot plate's fine. Shieldred. We'll play Shieldred. Yep, this is going pretty reasonable for us. We are at risk of losing. If they drew any kind of spell, we lose. Because they can target favorite hoplite and it'll get a counter, and then they'll do exactly 3 damage. So let's see what they drew. It doesn't look like they drew a spell. They drew another hoplite. Okay. This is great for us. Things are going great for us. So we can play Kroxa. Kroxa puts into 3. Yeah, Kroxa puts into 3. Shieldred puts into 1. And we have 2 blockers. We're at 5. That seems reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit 5. Oh, we accidentally guarded the other Kroxa, but that doesn't matter. No attacks, thank you very much. So now we should be in the clear, unless they drew Homestead Courage. If they drew Homestead Courage, then they can win the game, we win the game. Okay, great. So we'll block you, and we'll block you. 2 blockers, thank you very much. And yeah, that's the game. We'll kill them with this Graveyard. Yeah, okay. GG's, thanks for playing. We didn't deserve that one.